Hi guys, it is my intention today to do a sort of planner review for 2013, to kind of go over planners and different systems I was using while I was trying to hammer out the perfect system for me. And I know a lot of us go through this in the beginning as we're watching videos and reading blogs and researching paper planners. It can get a little overwhelming to figure out exactly what system's going to work for you. And I just want to let you guys know that you're not alone. I think everybody goes through this. So I kind of want to share with you, as you can see here, all of the planners and systems that I used in 2013, and then give you an overview of what I currently use. This video was inspired by Carrie from Dispatches from a Frat House, who unknowingly became the reason why I started using a paper planner in the first place. She and I are friends in real life, and I kept noticing she was posting pictures of all these cute planner pages, and I inquired, and voila, this happened. So take a deep breath. We're all in the same boat. It happens to all of us. So I will show you sort of the evolution to get to where I'm at now. So we will, let me get everything out of the way. I don't have any sort of fancy setup for anything, so we'll start at the beginning. So in the beginning, it was probably July of last year, and I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband worked, and I stayed home, and he would come home from work and give me a hard time because nothing was done. And I had hours to do everything. So I had decided that it was time to really figure out a system of organization that would work for me. I had my smartphone, I downloaded a bunch of apps, and I never used them. So I figured I'm not a smartphone technology kind of person, so a paper planner was the way to go. And after seeing Carrie's videos and her setup, I sort of stole some ideas from her. So originally, I was using the Daytimer Family Plus planner I had gotten from Walmart because it was inexpensive. And so this is that. It's about an A5 size. And the inserts that came with it, I took out because I don't use it for this purpose anymore. And I did do a video on this. They basically look like that. And I used these for a while. Not really a while. For a few months. And I started in August. And it worked. It worked for what I needed it to be. But I didn't like carrying it around with me because it was so big. So, and I did go a little crazy with decorating because I was just excited and got kind of decorating crazy. And so this worked for a few weeks, few months. Pretty organized. It helped. It helped get my feet wet, and used a lot of different ideas that I took from other people, with color coding and all that kind of stuff. And it worked, but the issue with not being able to carry it around became fairly, huge a few months into it. So I ended up with a compact domino, which is this. And I used this as a wallet and in conjunction to the A5 planner. So I would keep that one at home, bring this one with me. And I found the issue I had here was that there just wasn't enough room on the pages to write anything significant down. So it worked great as a wallet, but using the two together didn't work. So she got shelved for a little while. And then I got my personal Union Jack, and I did a video on this one, so I won't go too much into setup because that's already pretty much been done. And I started using this one in, let's see, I don't even remember. I started using this one, if I can get the pages turned, in October, and dialed it back a little bit on the decorating. End of September, I did start school, so I really, really needed a planner that I could carry with me, that I could use to write down household things and school things. But because this planner doesn't have any pockets on the side, I couldn't use it as a wallet without ordering pouches and envelopes and all that kind of stuff. So I had a separate wallet and this. The Family Plus got shelved. So this is what I use every single day, and I'm able to fit everything in there that I need to go in there. This also houses, let's see, where are we? Contacts. It houses my school grades, which I keep track of. There. It houses any swaps that I do, pen pal addresses, and it houses wish lists for anything that I decide that I want. And then back here is just miscellaneous note paper, and then a little envelope from the Pocket Domino. I have stickers in there, little calendar stickers, and Post-its. So this comes with me to school. It doesn't come with me to act as a wallet, unfortunately. But this system works for me as far as school, home, and it's small enough to carry around with me if I needed to. So then, going on to the idea of I really want a Filofax, I really want a planner that I can use as a wallet as well. I played around with, I found this at a thrift store, it was really cheap. I played around with this, I gave it a good go. Was able to use it as a wallet because it had pockets, it had card holders, and I bought the Bowl Full of Lemons Rainbow Planner. I did a video on this too. And I tried to make it work for a couple weeks, and I just couldn't make it work. Which I'm really disappointed about because it's super cute. But I just found the personal size rainbow planner, there just wasn't enough room for me to write down what I needed to do. I'm keeping it just because in case I decide to give it another go, I've got it. So this one got scratched pretty quickly. Then, let's see, my planner tends to be very structured and organized, and it needs to be very clear. So my planner is more for plans and things that I need to get done. So my brain seemed to be missing a creative outlet. So I discovered Midori Traveler's Notebooks. And I found a lovely man on a Facebook group who makes his own and was willing to make one for me. And I use this. This stays at home. just because I'm scared to lose it. This has become my journal, which I won't open because I do art. I use the term very lightly. And it's just for journaling purposes. And then I have in here, this is a travel bucket list. It's empty right now because I just started it. And this is, I'm going to put pictures and places I want to go and maps and stuff like that in here, so that should I ever have the funds to travel, it's right there. It also has pen pal letters. I have some pen pals overseas that I send little gifts to, so I have the little things from the post office, and a calendar for journaling purposes. So this has become sort of my brain dump, creative outlet. It doesn't need to be perfect. My handwriting doesn't need to be nice. Nobody's going to see it. It's just for me to balance out the part of my brain that wants to be creative but doesn't need the structure. So that's that. Last week I ordered another compact Filofax. And I could have used the Domino. I could have. But I didn't want to. I wanted a new Filofax, and it was really cheap. So this is a pocket sketch, and in here I use this as my wallet. So you've got the card holders, you've got that little pouch, you've got a map just because I like it. Now in here, I don't use this as a planner. Well, sort of, but not really. In here, I took out all of the monthly pages. I use this as a food diary because I've been having some issues with food intolerance lately, and I'm trying to narrow it down to what exactly I'm intolerant of. So I just write down what I eat, when I take my medicine, if I had any symptoms that day. I just started this last week, so there's not a whole lot in here. So that goes there. The second section will be for, there's a diet I'm following, and in the second section I'm going to write down foods I can and cannot eat. The third section is recipes that I want to try that follow along with the diet. And then I got one of those little zipper pouches where I can keep money. So that's that. This comes with me everywhere. And it's been working. Now, my day timer planner, I use now for school. And this one stays in my school bag, and in here are just things all school related. So everything related to school. I have little printouts, little cheat sheets and notes and things like that I just punched at the top, and it's all school related. Syllabus, couple pages for notes should I need to take them, pricing list, everything school related. So this is all of the things that we need to get done at school. And in here, I go to the cosmetology school, and one of our assignments every week is to make a note card for what we learn, and we can use those note cards now that we're on the floor actually doing people's hair. And having them on little 3x5 cards was a pain, and I couldn't read them. So I printed them out and punched them and put them in here so they're all together. And I can actually read them and make sense of it. So that's what she's being used for. And it's working out really well for now. I don't really feel the need to change. So as of right now, I went from you know, a mishmash of